said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, better get a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is Jonathan Taylor. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
12 yards there and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun is Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
His first carry of the game. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
At their own 9.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Powers through him. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Malik Hooker on the
man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Mayfield on play action. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete.
Mayfield. That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. On the return, it's Rodgers. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, Taylor now. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason taken in by the tight end Doyle. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Eason off the play fake. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Colts 3, Browns nothing.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go play action with Eason. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete.
A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll throw on first down with Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Oh, that was dangerous.
Mayfield's pass.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Makes it second and 10.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw it. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, alert 33. Alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Regular, regular, regular.
They go with Chubb on second down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Alert, 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 alert. Regular, regular, regular.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Got an open man, it's Rattling. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
First and goal.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
Throwing. Mayfield. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
He was taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Colts first down.
On first down, Jacob Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First and 10, Eason. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Harris Campbell. It's a gain of 2 yards. And
you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Eason. He's got Jack Doyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A first down throw for Mayfield. It's complete to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
15-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First down, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Austin Seibert on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
10.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A run by Mack to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Colts.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
It's a gain of 10.
Play action. It's Eason. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's into the hands of Pascal. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 4 yards.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Darius Leonard blew that play up.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
15-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check nine. No. Alert.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They run. Hines. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run again with Hines. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Eason to throw.
Rolling to his left. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. 54. Run, run, run. Yo.
Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's our time. It's our time. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Now watch one, watch one. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 58 to Mike.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run the counter. Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun is Eason. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one. He connected on his first, this from 41. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
18-yard line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
Mayfield now. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now a desperation. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
The Colts first down.
They'll run on first down. Mack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Third down, a run by Mack. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Second down, it's Hines, and not much running room, down to the 32. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, and as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. This from 51 yards for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility.
She right got me.
hit boy and be some. You gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. I like your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? The good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.